Alrighty. Got a weekend kingdom, so plenty of expansions present. The landscapes are Cathedral and Good Harvest. In this kingdom, Good Harvest will be triggered by playing River Shrine 5 times. Okay. So for draw, there's Haunted Woods, City Quarter, Stables, Apprentice. Only Village is City Quarter. Trashing, Junk Dealer, Change, River Shrine, Apprentice, Cathedral. And plus buy, Rice, Buried Treasure. Change can gain things. Any treasure will be plus buy if Good Harvest activates. I'm not sure if it will. I mean, River Shrine's a strong opener, but it might just be outclassed by Cathedral here. If you're buying Cathedral, you're probably never taking River Shrine, and then the Prophecy never activates. It seems like the goal is to get a pair of Haunted Woods in play, so you have a large starting hand, and then City Quarter will draw a ton of cards. Hmm. I got the 5-2. That might change things. Typically, in a Kingdom with Cathedral, the normal play is just to buy Cathedral turn 1. You're getting that trashing immediately. Trashing a state before you even shuffle your deck is pretty powerful. On the 2-5, that's usually the worst look for Cathedral. On 5-2, I can open Cathedral while I'm buying nothing turn 2. That still might be the best. Could also open with just a River Shrine or just a Junk Dealer or Apprentice. Apprentice is probably worse than Junk Dealer in the opening, I expect. Mm, I'm not sure. I'm just going to click Cathedral. But I could definitely see something like Junk Dealer. Or, oh, hmm. Imagine I overlooked it, but you know what might have been a better opening? What about Buried Treasure into Junk Dealer? If I Buried Treasure turn 1 and then you hit 5 again turn 2, maybe that's better than just a Cathedral. Obviously, the part of the advantage of Cathedral is buying it specifically turn 1, let you trash in a state. So Buried Treasure into turn 2, Cathedral doesn't look quite as good. Buried Treasure could have been a good segue into one of these other cards, and I overlooked that. Oh well. Or silver. And what's the first 5 here? Kind of thinking stables. I want to get a pair of Haunted Woods down. My concern is if I add Haunted Woods to the deck and I draw a hand of Haunted Woods, silver, 3 coppers, I'm not hitting 5 off of that. I only hit 5 if I have Haunted Woods and 2 silvers because I have to trash one of the coppers. So I think stables first makes more sense. And I still managed not to hit 5 for the bottom deck. Both silvers and the stables. What are the odds of that? Can't be terribly high. A little bit miffed. I'll just take another silver, I guess. All right, probably time to add some plus buy, which I guess is just rice. Rice isn't great at the moment, but I plan on adding Haunted Woods in just a second, and then it'll go from +2 coins to +4 coins. Yeah, let's do Haunted Woods silver. Trash a copper. And I didn't find my rice. Alright, from here on out I should be drawing pretty trivially, I think. My deck has not been cooperating so far, but it's hard to do too badly with an 8-card starting hand. Stables rice. What's the bot doing over there? A bunch of city quarters and changes? Interesting. Change is a card that feels like it doesn't stack very well. The first change is doing what you want out of change, which is remodeling something. The second change is just +3 coins, which is not a terribly strong effect. And it's terminal in a kingdom where the only village is kind of expensive. I'm a little surprised that the bot's playing with so many changes. Okay. I was about to say the prophecy's at 2, and so there could have been an advantage maybe in me adding River Shrine now. I mean, partly it buffs the rice because it's a distinct card type, so my rice would make one more. But also, I mean, the bot plays its River Shrine, prophecy goes down to 1, and then I play the River Shrine and activates, and I could be the first one to take advantage of the extra powerful treasures. The bot's actually trashed its River Shrine already, so that might be less true. I think I'm probably just going to keep clicking Stables, Rice, Silver for the time being. Let me double check. Yes, I think the only other hard type in the kingdom I don't have yet is omens. We've got actions and treasures, and then Haunted Woods covers both duration and attack. Play Haunted Woods. I do kind of have my eye on adding like a river shrine and a city quarter at some point. Although, given the circumstances, it only pays off in 2 turns, which isn't amazing. It might just not be worth it. I think I'm gonna do it anyway. It just seems more interesting. See if it can activate the good harvest. Let's take a river shrine, and I think I can support another rice. That might be a little bit greedy. I'll just take buried treasure. The bot bought a. What are you doing? It's not the opening. Maybe he's just buying something to be a target for the changes. I don't know. Okay, the river shrine prophecy counts down, and then I'm under Haunted Woods attack, which actually is kind of friendly here because it means if I leave a stables in my hand, it's going to be decked when I go to buy something. I would not mind having stables on top of my deck. How are piles looking like? Rice is super low, but nothing else is all that low, so I don't think I have to worry that much about lowering piles here. Gonna want like 2 more coppers, one to trash to cathedral, one to play. Let's buy another rice, maybe 2 more rice, and 2 more stables. I don't think this is overly dangerous. Maybe 1 stables and a buried treasure. A good starting hand, but I really want the Haunted Woods to draw me into a copper or a silver to trash. That'll do. Oh. Am I gonna draw? Not quite. I bottom decked something. Silver, maybe? Okay. This feels like it ought to win somehow. Looks like stables plus estate works. All right, that's 36 money. Anything else? City quarter plus estate, I think, also works. 40 money. City quarter plus stables is a little bit too much. That would cost me 44. I'm a little bit shy of that. I think had I drawn, I think that bottom card is the silver. If I'd drawn the silver, I think I could have piled stables and city quarter as well. Alas, let's do the stables. Okay. Hmm. I remain unsure about the best opener. I feel like probably something with buried treasure was better than the cathedral. Although, I mean, the cathedral got the job done. I overlooked buried treasure until after I'd made my turn 1 buy. And I think City Quarter ended up being a lot less impactful than I expected it to be. I think just 100 woods and a bunch of stables seemed to be more than enough here. Adding the City Quarter was really just to play the River Shrine, and I think that only made sense just given the particular circumstances of the bot had lowered the prophecy a bunch, but not all the way. I imagine if, Hardbot doesn't open with the River Shrine and you don't also, then maybe there's no incentive to even add City Quarter in the first place. You can just play with a single terminal and a lot of stables and some treasures. Not entirely sure.